I wish as a freshman I knew just how fast high school went by. My advice would be to just enjoy high school and have fun while you can.
But not every test matters and you don't have to do good on everything. Just try your best and you'll be fine.
I said cut some of the teachers some slack because they're going through a lot and it really reflects in your future years.
I would say be outgoing because life's more fun when you have friends.
Well, my advice to the freshmen would be, cut your freshman teachers some slack. Like the transition from 8th grade to high school is a difficult one, but they're doing their best and they really help with it.
My advice for the freshmen would be join clubs, especially debate. You get to argue.
Go to as many events and hang out with your friends as much as possible because it will go by in a blink of an eye.
Probably to study more and to just enjoy it while it lasts because it goes by kind of fast.
Freshman.
Do your homework. You're not cool to not do your homework. Do your homework.
Advice I'd give the freshmen is just don't take anything too seriously besides schoolwork and just focus mainly on school and don't get too involved in your drama.
My advice for any freshman is work hard, stay focused, but also don't forget to have fun. At being a senior, I feel like it was just yesterday that I was a freshman. And even though it feels like a long time ago, it doesn't. It went by really fast. So enjoy your time, try to relax, but focus and work hard.
If I had any advice for freshmen, I'd say don't take sports for granted. It's a very important part of high school.
Be nice to your teachers. You're gonna be here for the next 6 years if you're in 7th grade and 4 years if you're in 9th grade. Treat them well.
I think that what I would have wanted to know as a freshman is that high school isn't that intimidating. I think once you get past freshman year or sophomore year, it's just kind of smooth sailing. And yeah, it's just not as bad as you think it would be. People aren't that mean. It's okay, yeah.
Everyone said it was gonna go by fast and I didn't believe them, and it did. So I would say, enjoy it while you can.
Be myself more, stop being a weirdo, just be my image of myself, not someone else's image of me.
Some advice I have for freshmen is enjoy high school while you're in it. It goes by really fast, and especially most of all, work hard for what you want to do.
My advice to the freshmen would be to step outside your comfort zone and join as many clubs as you can and meet as many people as you can.
Just don't be afraid to ask for help, just because there's always help available. All the teachers are willing to listen to you, so.
I guess the one thing I wish I knew as a freshman was to just be confident in yourself and do your own thing.
My advice for the freshmen would be to get all your work done as quick as you can and mostly get your homework done.
My advice for the freshmen is to care about your GPA freshman year. It's the easiest classes you'll take.
When I was a freshman, I wish I knew that there are going to be a lot of good and bad moments, but you should treasure all of them because you learn from all the bad ones and you'll be out of high school before you know it, so you gotta treasure the good ones.
I wish I knew that you need to have a work-life balance. You can't just always be focusing on school. One bad grade's not gonna kill you, but you don't want your whole memory to be sitting at home studying. You wanna have some fun with your friends too.
I wish I knew my grades were kind of important. I kind of failed 3 or 4 of my classes that year, so I would suggest not doing that and actually following what your teachers say because it will help you in the long run.
My advice for the freshmen would be don't do anything stupid. Try to stay on the teachers and the principal's good side.
And wish I kind of knew and want to tell them that they can double up in classes so they can get out of say they don't want a science class then. I kind of wish I knew that then so they don't have to take it like a senior or possibly a junior depending on when they do it.
What I give advice and what I remember as, I would say just do all your work, just get all your homework done, and don't keep your friends true to yourself, and just don't get into drama because it can lead to the worst.
What I wish I knew, probably the time goes by really fast, more than you would think, and that APs, you don't have to take as many. All because they're there doesn't mean you should take them. And I just think to enjoy it as much as you can before it's all over and you graduate.
Yes, I'd say to try harder because your grades matter and not to take everything so seriously and just have fun because the last 4 years of high school go by so fast.
As a freshman, I wish I knew to not take everything so seriously and to not stress out about as much as I did because in the long run, some of that stuff didn't end up mattering.
Well, I think just, not taking things so serious, not caring so much over the little things, and just moving on when something happens that's not so important.
As freshmen, don't be scared, don't be nervous, and just enjoy it while it lasts because it really goes by fast.
I would say that if I were to give advice to myself, it would to be not to worry about all the small things because as things go on in life and as you get older, it's going to get much better and you say that you can live and you learn, so.
As a freshman, I would take more honors classes and I would do my homework more and I would just try more in general. I wouldn't procrastinate. I'll make sure to get stuff done because it'll be worth it in the long run.
One thing I wish I knew when I was a freshman would be to listen to people about how fast high school goes because it really does fly by.
As a freshman, I wish that I did all my homework right when I got it.
Some advice I would give to freshmen is the importance of having your own opinions and not letting outside forces influence you and just experiencing things on your own and don't let what people say defer you to not do something or to do something. Do what you want to do.
Yeah, just don't stress yourself out over taking the hardest classes and just join as many clubs and stuff as you can. College doesn't really care that much.
What I wish I knew as a freshman was that don't have any big groups of friends. You're gonna lose them. Have one or two good best friends.
I wish I knew to keep the same work ethic and that your friends then are probably going to grow and change as people do in high school. So, find your people.
I wish I knew to stay more proactive back then. Get in more clubs, more social activities with my other classmates.
I would say for advice for freshmen is that the upper class kids don't care about you. So don't worry about them. They're not going to acknowledge your existence. So just don't acknowledge theirs.
I would say my advice for the freshmen would be play as many sports as you can and just take care of your grades because they matter.
I'd probably say go to all the football games, go to all the basketball games, go out with your friends, find a balance but have fun.
For advice for the freshmen, I'd just say, do your work and don't get that worked up over stuff. It's just high school.
If I was a freshman, if I could go back, I would want to tell myself that I have to pay attention to my GPA, I have to try hard in freshman year because that's one of the years I slacked in. And every other year I did okay, but freshman year I really slacked and I really think that I should have changed that.
Some advice for the freshmen I would have is to join as many clubs and extracurricular activities as you can. Not only does it look amazing for college, but it's the best way to meet different people. Ski club, for sure. I had the best memories from ski club. Drama, absolutely. You may not be the best dancer or singer, I am not, but I had so much fun in my time at drama club. So yeah, get involved, meet new people. It's the best way to have fun and make memories.
As a freshman, I definitely wish I didn't take it for granted. It went by very, very fast. So definitely enjoy every moment, I'd have to say.
Freshman, I wish I knew definitely not to take high school for granted because even though every senior says that it goes by way too fast, it most definitely does. So definitely I would enjoy every second of it.
As a freshman, I wish I didn't stress so much about everything. I always put so much pressure on myself to do well, but at the end of the day, one bad test grade wasn't gonna ruin my life. I wish I knew that.
I wish I knew that every year counts and that you should start trying from day one because it does matter in the long run.
Some advice I'd have for the freshmen is don't worry about it. You're gonna get into college, you're gonna accomplish what you want to accomplish. When I was a freshman, I wish that I knew to not stress so much about schoolwork and have fun.
My advice for the freshmen would be to not slack off freshman and sophomore year
because even though junior and senior are the most important parts of your high school career, I feel like you should still try all 4 years no matter what.
As a freshman, I wish I knew to not care as much as what people think about me. To be honest, you can't please everyone, and it's not your job to. So just be yourself, and the people who come into your life, they're the right ones for you.
I guess my advice for freshmen would be to maybe not stand in the hallway and take up space when upperclassmen are trying to walk around. It's really annoying. But try your hardest at your classes and try not to slack off, I'd say.
I wish I knew that I could be kinder to myself and that it's allowed, I guess.
Something that I wish when I was a freshman I knew was that I should do my work and be kinder to others and realize that I can take some breaks and I don't have to overwork myself all the time.
What I wish I knew as a freshman was just to not worry about the little things and just have fun.
Freshman, I wish I knew that high school was going to go by wicked fast. Or not to stress out so much. I mean, I kind of took things a lot more seriously, I guess, and I also took a lot of other things as a joke, so I wish I tried a bit harder and maybe not stress out as much.
When I was a freshman, I wish I knew I should focus more on my mental health than I did throughout high school, because that part's just as difficult as the learning itself.
One thing I wish I knew was how fast time could go in high school and to make the most out of your time here and not dread it.
If I could give any advice to the freshmen, it would be to live up every moment because the time flies and we're only here for so long.
I wish I knew how fast it goes by, and I just wish that I spent less time stressing over homework and quizzes and just enjoyed my life more.
Definitely join Leo's club. Our club is dying. We need more members, so Mrs. Pope would kick me if I didn't tell you guys to join. We need the advertising.
I would definitely say to not put so much stress on taking AP classes and to definitely consider doing dual enrollment instead.
My advice for the freshmen would be to not stress out over stuff that doesn't really matter. If you're not gonna care about it a year from now, then it doesn't matter as much as you're making it matter.
Don't stress over one single homework assignment. It's only going to be 10% of your grade is the homework, and one little thing isn't going to destroy your grade. So if you can't get it done, it's okay.
My advice for any freshman would just be not to stress too much over the little things because in 5 years it's not going to matter anymore.
My advice to the freshmen would be to have as much fun as you can because your 4 years goes by a lot quicker than you think.
I would say definitely make sure your grades are good freshman and sophomore year, because you don't want to then have to go into junior and senior year kind of having to play the catch-up game and to be a little step behind. So it's always good to stay ahead of your grades.